Hello, hello. It's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 24 here in Chiapas. We're now very much ensconced in Sierra Fuerte. We've done a couple of tasks yesterday, a couple of tasks the day before. So we are starting to make some progress on the tasks here. We are likely to finish another one today and probably a worksite. And then we need to think about what we're doing next because it's, the next thing will be interesting. But anyway, we are making good progress. So that's a change. That's good. So I'm going to swoosh on over and we're nearly ready to run. And I can grab my ears and everything else. So let's swoosh. And in fact, there we are. A good thing I did swoosh over, isn't it? So basically, we left off yesterday with Kenny Kenworth here at the service hub, and we're going to load 2 service spare parts. And we're going to load 2 service spare parts for the worksite that's down near that big fuel carrier, not far from the logging station. Because we've got to take the Fleetstar over to the logging station. That's basically what we have to do. So if we're going to the logging station, we might as well have a couple of service spare parts to get that worksite cleared. Not that we probably are going to use it a lot, but it's always nice to get things done. Okay, so I've got to go back to the Fleetstar. We left just over there. Head around by the same path we took yesterday with the Mercer. We're going to head around and find the Mercer, refuel it a bit, and continue on down to the logging station. Just be careful coming through this one, because we did some major damage coming through here. No lie. Let's go and grab Fleepy. Myself from this truck rather than make it from the Mercer like I was going to. Because these ones are effectively free. As are the ones in the Mercer, probably, because I don't reckon I'm going to be using it with that add-on. You never know. fully repaired. Still got 289 litres of fuel. Should be enough to get us to the cement plant at any rate. Hopefully, I have to get us all the way to the big fuel trailer. A little bit closer. Maybe I can't see it. The advantage of the Kenworth's huge wheels. Comes over those gaps really easily. Very pleasant. Baby. Harder for us to go. Just have to get Fleety back on his feet again. I thought that would happen. In fact, I think this will probably happen a few times. Simply because of the nature of A, winching a truck behind, and B, the fact that the Fleetstar's got that huge big logging crane, which is at a very high point. Center of gravity. It'll be okay. So this is the future fuel station. Up here a lot, I'm sure. Pretty sure we don't have to repair the Fleetstar. Pretty sure it's just deliberate. I will check that though once we on the Mercer. So if we do have to repair it, and I can use the spare parts in the Mercer's van add-on. Rather than taking them off the roof of Kenny. So here's the Mercer just up here. before I do anything, let's just check this task, caught in the tide, and make sure, yeah, there's no repair part to it. It's literally just a delivery, so that's fine. So we'll give the fuel on our roof to the Mercer, and that will be enough for him to get to the little town. It leaves us with 214 for us to get to. So we're coming down this path to get to the precast concrete plant. Oh no, it'll be this path, sorry. Well, I might just mark it in because obviously there's lots of little paths going on. So we're going to go up this way, over here. We're going to do it with the Mercer first. And then we'll do it with Kenny and Fleety second. So this is the same path we've used before, so I know that there's no problems with the crossings or anything like that. And there's no bridges out or nasty stuff. So we should be good to come down to there. And then eventually we're going to run on to this work site and then on to the logging station. Okay, so let's... What's he got? 63. I'm going to give him a little bit less. If he runs out, then, it won't be the end of the world because will be coming through anyway. We're suddenly jumping through the field at the moment. Right, there's an overrun or an underrun, so we're going to go the overrun this time. I think the underrun has got really good time. Of course I will mark the blue in the underrun. This isn't for a task. Isn't for a task as such. This is just bringing the Mercer back to the garage. So the blue markers aren't going to help us now. So I'm not bothered. I'm going to go on gut feel because the Kenworth can go down. Safety winch. There's just too much going on here. Gee, we took a massive hit on our engine. That bump into that rock. If we've got the van out on, we can fix it. We might fix it right now. It's probably impacting on my fuel economy. need to check that all-wheel drive is on. I think it's not a problem with all-wheel drive. I think it's just a problem with the wheels, tyres. Keep going around to the right here, we don't go around to the left. Yeah, I don't know. Almost. I think those rocks there would stop us from going all the way through. We'd end up sort of going down here. Not today. We'll keep sticking to the road, even though it's probably easier going the other way. It's dark. This is raining because it's not that late. Cloudy and overcast. Yeah, so we were right in dropping the fuel back. Could have dropped it back even more, so that's good. Just park a little bit out of the way. Obviously, Kenny's going to be coming through. Right. And Kenny can use the markers. He'll remember to take his friend with him, though. We're going to do exactly the same thing now with Kenny. Just up here around the bottom. Hit our blue marker. Inside a bit easier. he's doing a real good job of not tipping over, actually. I'm surprised. I thought we would have had a couple more tip overs right now. I think the Fleetstar is the Thomas the Tank Engine SnowRunner. Basically tries really hard. You've got a little engine. First truck you sort of find. Oh, it's run out of fuel. Oh, no, it hasn't run out of fuel. It fell over. Yes, and it is quite tippy, really. Especially when you've got something like a big crane on it, a logging crane on it, which is just mean to it. We'll do this. We'll have to go its tail, I think. It will become a bit difficult. That's fine. Swung him around a bit. Now we should be able to stand him up. His tail. Yeah, normally if you can keep control of him, he just gets things done. I know I haven't used him very much since like Alaska, I think. I still have a very good soft spot for Fleetstar. Probably because he does such good work in Michigan when you first start, you sort of get attached to him. Not as strong as the White Western Star, but he does his best. Nearly there now. I reckon I'm going to need about 160 litres to get to the other fuel trailer. Bit of a guess. Could be around that sort of number. Just trying to take a wide line so that the Fleety wouldn't crash into those rocks. I want to have a little buffer. We don't need a huge buffer. So let's... Oops, no. Attach that winch. I'm leaving this completely running in a minute. Hang on. Now, refuel. First thing I'm going to do from the... it's got 40 in it. Gee, that's almost going to be enough, isn't it? I'd have 40 into there. 171. I reckon that's probably going to be literally just enough. So what I'm going to take a little tiny reserve of 30. So just in case. What's Fleety got in him? Oh, I can't see. Weird. Would have thought it'd be close enough, but we'll assume he's going to be okay. Let's switch to the Mercer. Repair that tiny bit of damage. Switch back to the Kenny Kenworth. Now we're going to cut it. Well, I'm hoping to cut it as fine as we can. Get over here. Right? Yeah, that's not going to need 150 litres. It's going to need about 80. Yeah. We got 171, so no, definitely not going to take the spare. Where's my 30? Get back into the Mercer. Okay, and then I'll be able to hit the big fuel trailer effectively as empty as we can be. That maximises the fuel we take out of the big fuel container and minimises the amount we take out of the little Scout. This will be a little bit painful just coming through this bit, and after that it's just the broken bridge across. Fleetstar a little bit closer as we're going along. Close enough. This will be just a bit of a challenge. Imagine the Fleetstar will probably tip over here. So, quite a bit of angry stuff going on there. Straighten back up again. Yeah, good Fleetstar. Almost the tank engine. It's very useful. A little bit wide of this tree to make sure that it doesn't run into it. A little too wide. And baby turn. I'm going to take the Fleetstar up to the fuel trailer and the drop point for the worksite, and I'll leave him back here. His engine off. And come up to the worksite, drop off our 2 service spare parts. Fuel from the truck. After this worksite, done. So that then clears that little rock slide. Use a bit of fuel out of the truck. Beautiful. Turn around would be a good idea. Or maybe we'll just refer this back. continue on with Fleetstar. Deliver him to the logging station. And then we've got to work out what we're going to do next. Just drag him. Let's see how we go. Kenny's got enough power for both. A little bit too close now. That was close. We nearly went the wrong way. We need to go the other way. It's probably a little bit too close now. Under the tray. I've got him a bit too close at the moment. I'll just attach him and reattach him once we get this little flatbed. Which way to go now? Straight ahead. It is starting to get dark now. We better put some fuel in. Close now. This task is probably the same one, but I'm just going to check it as we go past. probably needed an extra 10 litres or so. It's okay. We will get him. I'm going to take a photo just before we drop him off. Somewhere there. Just take a photo. Okie dokie. And then hopefully we can now just drag him into the zone. Oh, we missed. Oh, we got him. Right, so turn the engine off. What a relief. The car is back at the sawmill, safe and sound. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Water comes and goes, but trouble could have stayed had it not been for you. Yeah, exactly. All right, and that's 5,700 credit. Okie doke. So that completes that task. So we've got 3 tasks now outstanding. Building a home, which is where we've got to do effectively 3 drops of packaged sand and cellulose each to the cactus farm, which is not far from where we are now, the west village, and the east village over here. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that just yet, but we're going to need some cellulose to do that. Okay, and cellulose comes from up here, up in the banana farm. Okay, so that's a thought. Washed out formula, we need to pick up 3 chemical barrels up here and take them down to the research centre down here, which is where the generator trailer is. Now that, to me, is very much a Kenny task, but it's an awful long way away from where he is now to go and do that, so maybe not. And the trapped 5-seater is the 5-slot trailer that's there that needs to go up to the geothermal station, which is where the service spare parts are. So that's probably something that Paystar can do. Right. Otherwise, though, tasks, we've got to bring in a coiled tubing semi-trailer and a couple of transformers. We've got to take some bricks and some packaged sand down to the old lighthouse. We've got to do the scanny one. And we've got to deliver some cement, metal rolls, and small pipes. Now, I think we can only get cement here. I don't think we can get anything else. So we have to go back to Costa A to get the metal rolls and small pipes. So that's interesting. Then, Band Rider, that's to take the, I don't know where it is, but there's a trailer somewhere over here. There it is. That has to go back into the other map. So probably we'll end up picking up, taking it through that gateway and down. Cabins, we need to get cabins from over here. I think we get them both from over here and take them back to here. And then there's cabins for the second shift, which I think we get from over here and take them back to there. Voice from outer space. We have to deliver the service trailer, which is the one we found up here near at the heliport. That's got to go down to here. And then also some stuff, cement, metal rolls, and packaged sand. Concrete rhythm. I think this is one we actually need to do sooner rather than later. So I remember this one then lets us craft concrete stuff. So we need a water carrier trailer, which I think is up the top here. Yep. Plus vehicle spare parts and packaged sand. Packaged sand. If we were to get 5 packaged sand, we could bring 2 to here. Oh, we need one over there. Almost worth bringing 5 packaged sand from the quarry just down to here to the precast plant. 2 of them can go to there. And then later on, 1 can go over here, to the cactus farm. 1 can go over to the west side. So I probably need 4. That might be worth doing. Where the grass is green, we have to take a generator up to the fertilizer warehouse and deliver lots of water. Interesting. That actually might be something we'll do sooner rather than later, because that gives us access to the fertilizer place. Oh, that's one I just did, sorry. Thank you very much is the big fuel tanker there, which I'll do, but not just yet. And that's all we've really got at the moment. So the one that actually stands out to me is we can do cabins. Yeah, so I guess we can start by loading up 4. No. We can start by loading up 4 packaged sand into a Paystar and bringing that over to the concrete plant. We need, excuse me, we need 2 of them for that concrete rhythm, and the other 2 will be going around for the villages. We will still need lots more packaged sand, but I think we'll come up and get it when we need it. I think I've come around the wrong way. I should have gone back the other way, because we're going to need to turn around and come back again. But anyway. I'm going to have much more faith in my little Paystar this time, because we're not going to be having over high cargo. Packaged sand is much more workable as a low cargo. But we'll see how he goes, and if he can't manage that, then yeah, we'll need to find an alternative truck. But I think he'll manage. We're just going to get 4 packaged sand and take them to the cement plant for the moment. Actually, we might get 5. There's no significant extra effort to get 5. It'll fit in the truck without tipping out. I'm not going to get 6 because I don't want to start lying them on top again. I'm pretty sure that we need packaged sand to make stuff. Now, 1 packaged sand probably won't be enough to make anything, but you never know. It might be just what we need. So that gets us a trailer load of packaged sand. Well, thank you. Actually, I'm going to turn the engine off and then work out where we're going. We need to go back to here. So if we're going to there, I think it's going to be best. Yeah, it's not going to be the easiest run, but we'll get there. So we'll go around here, back that way. Oops, not there. Through there. Keep on this road. Head down, something like that. Oh, that's fine. Don't think I'm going to run straight through there, but anyway. Here, through the distribution hub. Yep, through there. Oops, okay, we know this way's good. Not so sure about that way. I think because I know it's good, I'm going to go the slightly longer way. Actually, no, we should find out if the other way's good. Because if it is, we might use that way more often. So that'll get us our packaged sand over to the cement plant. It'll be useful for later on. bad timing. I really want to go into high gear. We're just about to, let's go over some nasty, bumpy ruts. It's just that bit in the front of the front wheel there. The inside of that. Being across here, come on, don't be silly. Oh no, we haven't been across here in this track, have we? Yeah, now. Come on, little Paystar, you can do it. Yes, he doesn't like angles, does he? He doesn't like angles at all. No, we are not going to be using the Paystar for much at all from here on. Paystar just can't, with the trailer on, just can't seem to handle angles at all. I think it's because it's just too narrow. Okay, well, that's what happens sometimes, which is a bit of a pity. Because now we've got to replan again. Not that I was so confident what I was doing anyway. I think what we might do is go to something totally different. Where the grass is green. Oh, that'll get rid of that fertilizer though. That generator though. Which is a pity. And we haven't seen much of a need for fertilizer yet. Somebody's going to have to come and help us out with, somebody's going to have to help us out. So what do we do? What do we do? I don't really want to take Fleety all the way over there. Actually, why don't we avoid the problem for a minute? Hop back into the Mercer. Hop into the Mercer. Refuel it. Right. We're going to take the Mercer down to the garage. So when you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Do something silly. I sort of struggle with he's sitting close to that. So 2,600 litres of water is a lot of water. The water trailer has 2,000, and the big tanker that I've got, the dairy, has got 2,200. So we're going to need effectively both of them when we get to 2,600, or we do 2 trips. For this water one, you see that? I don't know if I really want to do that. I'll probably use the Paystar to do the Costa 5-seater or whatever it is. And then, is after I stand it up. Then I might use it to do the band rider one, or whatever it was called, where you take the semi-trailer back down to Costa A as it returns back to the garage to salt for a while. Give it a 2-slot trailer or something like that, but I'm not as happy with it in this map. I may replace it with possibly this truck actually. I might give this one a go. This one also is a bit, struggles a bit, and we'll end up bringing platypus in. because I'm sure this will go better once we give it a bigger engine and better gearbox, better wheels. Should be fine to do a crane and low saddle. Some of the sand is softer, or it's deceptive in the drawing. It's just so slow. We'll be definitely giving him the biggest engine we possibly can. Assuming you'll probably get a roof rack. We'll get some fuel in this roof. He's got 320 litres of fuel. That's a nice size fuel tank. Once we get back, we'll be able to head back through the warehouse and down Main Road, skip all the way down Main Road and get to the garage. Starting to get light now, so we'll get into the other map, but I don't think we'll get far. Or we'll make it, maybe we'll make it to the main road. We might only make it to the warehouse. We'll see how we go. If we can make it to the warehouse, that's probably going to be pretty good. Not very quick in this layout. Right, so through we go. We're going to head into Costa A and then pretty much follow our known path to get down to the warehouse and then through to the main road. Well, we could go the other way, maybe. I'll just have a quick look at the map once we get there. What have we got? Yes, we might go the other way because there's actually no need to go to the warehouse. So we might sort of cut through to here, and run around this way, just for fun. Don't know whether one way's significantly longer or shorter than the other. I think they're both much of a muchness, to be honest, if I missed it. No. There's the turn off. Oops. And then get back to the main road. What do we got? 6:30. Yeah, okay. So we should just about be able to do that. And get to the main road by 8 o'clock. As if we don't tip over on the right. Going up the hill more to try and avoid the nasty tippiness. Keep on going, thanks trees. Get through there. So fine, and then we're good to jump on. Oh, steady. Steady. Fine. Make it back to the main road, then tomorrow it'll be an easy run down the main road back to the garage. Or we might think of something else we can do. I hope we're making it back to the main road by 8 o'clock. Anyway. It's definitely slow going. Doesn't like these muddy tracks at all. I've looked at that before. So that's going to take you up on top of this hill, but it's not going to take you anywhere useful. It looks enticing, but it doesn't take you down the road. Yeah, this way. Boy, oh boy, do I wish this thing had a high gear. It's constantly changing gears. Could have gone along there, probably. Yeah, and avoided. Yeah, it's okay. If we go along here, we can avoid that big muddy wet spot. It'll be pretty good. So obviously this guy's not going to like the big muddy wet spot. Yeah, we just catch the edge of it. That little blue markers now. Missed the turn off. Missed the turn off. That's a very well hidden turn off coming from that way. You don't notice it because of the rocks. what we saved by missing that great big mud puddle, and then gave away by missing the turn off. We're nearly back to the main road. I reckon it's gone 8 o'clock now. Sure. And rush, because we don't want to tip over 758. There we go, made it back to the main road. It is 8:27, so a little bit past our 8 o'clock, but not too bad. So that's it for today. So once again, Paystar let us down. But other than that, Kenny Kenworth did well. And we've got the Mercer coming back to the garage. So we managed to get one task done and one Worksite. So that's about what I expected. Anyway, that's it for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and you'll join me again tomorrow as we continue on our adventures. Otherwise, though, that's it for now. Bye-bye.